Sir Alex Ferguson is the only person that can save United. In today's news, we look at the confirmed Champions League first stage pots and which teams you want to avoid, review the latest transfer news, and look at Manchester United's upcoming matches. I don't think Ruben Amorim is in trouble here. I think Manchester United's brand is, if I'm being honest. We'll get there later in the video, but first, this is pot A of this year's Champions League phase. We got Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Inter, Chelsea, Dortmund, who I think are probably the weakest side in this pot. They also just do well in the Champions League, so that's kind of also not true. And then Barcelona. Pot B includes Arsenal, who you probably want to avoid at all costs in this group. Then Bayer Leverkusen, Atletico is probably the other team you want to avoid. Benfica, Atalanta, Villarreal, who will be without Yeremy Pino, who you probably saw is joining Crystal Palace for around 30 million euros. We'll get to the transfer news later, but Juve are also in this pot. You also have Eintracht Frankfurt and then Club Brugge, who absolutely battered Rangers. They played in the qualifiers to get into the tournament and they won 9-1 on aggregate, bro. That's insane. Pot C includes Tottenham Hotspur, who you probably want to avoid, PSV, Ajax, Napoli, who is also going to be a tough side, Sporting, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, Bodo and Glimt, and then Marseille. Then in pot D, we have Copenhagen, AS Monaco, Galatasaray, who really, bro, I'm really interested to see how they do. Anyways, there's also Union St. Gilloise, FK Karabakh, who's from Azerbaijan, Athletic Bilbao, Newcastle, who you probably want to avoid, Haifos, and then FC Kairat from Kazakhstan. Unfortunately, Fenerbahce missed out after losing to Benfica yesterday, so Jose Mourinho will be in the Europa League. Anyways, before we look at them Yu-Gi-Oh cards Amorim was trying to pull out during the match yesterday, we do have some pretty interesting transfer news. Barcelona are being linked to Vanderson in the last week of the transfer window. We can expect Juve to sign Kolo Muani on loan with an obligation to buy for around 55 million euros. I also expect Liverpool to sign Mark Guehi by the end of the window. It'll be around 30 million pounds. Crystal Palace just have to find a replacement and then it's probably going to get done. By the time this video is out, I expect Newcastle to have submitted their third bid for Strand Larson worth around 60 million pounds, which is actually just so much money and it makes United look even worse, to be honest. We'll get there in a sec, but Tottenham are targeting Adam Al-Lukman, which I think could be a good under-the-radar signing. Xavi Simons is also a target of theirs. He'd prefer to join Chelsea, but he's open to Tottenham if that doesn't happen. Right now, they're focused on selling, and Kunku is close to AC Milan for around 30 million euros. And in terms of incomings, Garnacho is pretty much done for just 35 to 40 million pounds, which United fans were not happy about. And I understand why. They just spent 70 million pounds on a new striker that they put 10th in the lineup to take penalties yesterday, and now they're selling an Argentina national team player who's still very young for almost half of that. I mean, take a look at some of the similar profiles that changed clubs this summer. Madueke, Gittins, Alanga, all Premier League wingers that are kind of in a similar younger stage of their career that went for way more than that. And then you have players like Omari Hutchinson and Tyler Dibling who do not have the same credibility yet are going for the same price as him. Bobby Mainu is being linked to Napoli too, and at this point, I'd expect one call from McTominay is all he needed to start begging to go. I mean, McTominay was in a similar position to him not too long ago, and now look at him. He's a king in Napoli. The truth is, I don't even know how to fix United. If this was career mode, I would have been deleted this save and started a new one a long time ago. But this is real life, and bad transfer business is only the start of it. United spent 10 million pounds to sack Ten Hag, and then another 10 million to bring in Ruben Amorim from Sporting, only to lose to a team with a goalkeeper yesterday who literally supports them and wanted them to win. Bro, I'm getting the feeling the only person who can save this club is Sir Alex Ferguson, so basically they're cooked because he's 83 and retired. And in all honesty, bro, I'm starting to feel bad for Ruben Amorim. He literally has the worst win rate since Sir Alex and is getting absolutely cooked, bro. Like, imagine going home and seeing this. Like, bro, I can't lie, these memes did make me laugh, but damn. And you know it's bad when a 4th division manager is the person having to back you up. Even as an Arsenal fan, I genuinely still want to believe in him, though. I think questioning his ability to tweak his system is totally valid, but there is something about him when he speaks, his sincerity. I still feel like he could do a job. Let's see what happens. The next few fixtures are not looking good, bro. They play Burnley this week, which they have to win that. And then they go on the international break, and when they get back from that, they go Manchester City and then Chelsea. I feel bad. I'm praying for him at this point. Anyways, that's the news. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.